A small U.S. stock just shocked the market today. USA Rare Earth surged almost 19% in a single session. No earnings report, no revenue update, no product launch. And yet, the stock exploded. This wasn't a normal rally. This was a power move driven by Washington. Here's why USA Rare Earth suddenly became one of the hottest tickers on Wall Street. USA Rare Earth closed near $26 after ripping higher all day. Volume spiked. Retail traders jumped in, and analysts immediately took notice. Now pay attention to this. This move had nothing to do with quarterly numbers. It was all about one thing: America's fight to control its own supply chain. Rare earth materials are used in electric vehicles, defense systems, smartphones, AI servers, and clean energy tech. Right now, most of that supply is controlled by China, and that's been a massive problem for the United States. So this week, the White House dropped a surprise announcement. This surprised Wall Street. The US government unveiled something called Project Vault. Think of it as a strategic reserve like the oil reserve, but for rare earth minerals. The goal is simple: stockpile critical materials inside the United States so America no longer depends on foreign suppliers. The size of this plan caught investors off guard. $12 billion. Backed by government financing, focused on US-based producers. And one company stood out immediately: USA Rare Earth. Here's where the story gets interesting. The government didn't just support this company. It decided to own part of it. The Department of Commerce signed a non-binding agreement to fund USA Rare Earth. The deal includes federal grants, a massive loan, and most importantly, a government equity stake. The US government is set to own about 10% of the company. Let that sink in. This is not a subsidy. This is ownership. For investors, that changes everything. When the government becomes a shareholder, the market sees political importance. And politically important companies tend to get funding, fast-tracked approvals, and long-term protection. That's why the stock didn't creep higher. It's exploded. Here's what could happen next. USA Rare Earth owns the Round Top project in Texas, one of the largest rare earth deposits in North America. Before this deal, production was years away. Funding was a major concern. Now, management says commercial production could begin 2 years earlier than expected. That moves the timeline closer. That reduces risk. And that increases today's valuation. Even though the company is still pre-revenue, investors are now pricing in future cash flow. And there's another catalyst most people are missing. USA Rare Earth is about to turn on its magnet manufacturing facility in Oklahoma. This is a big deal. Rare earth magnets are high-margin products. The US desperately needs domestic magnet production. And this moves the company beyond just mining. This gives investors a near-term milestone, not just long-term promises. After the rally, analysts reacted fast. Several firms raised price targets to around $35. That suggests more upside, even after today's massive move. But now comes the risk. USA Rare Earth has no current revenue. It is still years away from full production. And the stock is now trading on expectations, not profits. If timelines slip, politics change, or funding slows, this stock could drop just as fast as it rose. This is not a safe blue-chip stock. This is a high-risk, high-reward government-backed bet. But here's what makes it different. This is not a meme stock. This is not a short squeeze. This is not social media hype. This rally is driven by national security, supply chain reshoring, and government ownership. Those themes don't last days. They last years. Short term, expect volatility and profit-taking. Long term, if Project Vault expands and production ramps on time, USA Rare Earth could become one of the most important resource stocks in America. Or, if execution fails, this rally could fade just as quickly as it appeared. So here's the question. Is USA Rare Earth the future of America's supply chain, or just another government-hyped stock? Drop your answer in the comments.